kind of crazy. What I was gonna say, so yeah, with Eric Maurice, so he was an older guy than you, like you say, and you just mentioned when he dressed like a clown. So Slim put that in his lyrics. He said he caved the guy dressed like a clown. Then he came back to the scene looking at his work. Like it was that serious back then, bro.
Yeah, bro. See, listen, back then, okay, listen. You see how Chicago, the drill rap, how the youngsters rapping like everybody got their blocks and how they rapping about whoever got crushed. Back then, it was like a statement to like, yeah, I did, that's my work. Yeah, I did that. Like, what's up, you know? And I'm waiting, you know, for the whatever gonna come behind that. I'm with that too. But it was only like one man or two. Because see, Eric Maurice was running with Blacky Moe. Blacky Moe is a big dog who taught me. He the reason why I don't drink and smoke to this day. I've never done drugs or drink because of Blacky Moe. That's Eric Maurice's cousin. Blacky Moe was another hitman, right? People were scared of him. So them two used to run together. So when I broke out of juvenile jail, when they made Sticker release me in 92, me and Blacky Moe running together now. Him and Eric Maurice fell out, and I was happy because I wanted to be Blacky Moe right-hand man. I need Eric out the way. So they got into an argument, and I remember they were fussing. And see, Eric Maurice, he could fight, but he wasn't no match for Blacky Moe. So Moe was like, you drive by shooting, put the car in park, get out and shoot. Don't make me beat you up. Because he know they couldn't be no gunplay because they family. But I remember that one, we was in the courtyard. We was in Clara and Belmont courtyard. Me and Blacky Moe sitting on his porch, and directly across the street across the courtyard from us was Eric Maurice, another old gangster named Tippy, and Gaylord. Gaylord's still living now. Tippy's still living too. These some cold gangsters right at the project. And we just was and it had got kind of dark. And we just was sitting out on the porch because we had the 5.5 grams back then for 200. So we just sitting out, and Mo was like, look at him over there. He said, you will shoot him if I need you to? I said, yeah, I'll shoot him. Now, mind you, a year ago, I just did a hit for Eric Maurice. But now I'm running with Blacky Moe now. Because he's like, man, that's my cousin. I can't shoot him, but I want to beat him up, but I know he ain't going to fight me. So, but I was like, man, I hope it don't come to no gunplay because I met Eric first. Well, no, I picked that back. I knew Blacky Moe since the 80s, but I used to run with his cousin. He got a cousin named Ugly, and his little brother Roy, right? So I remember Blacky Moe, he had a little beef going on. He was sitting on the porch and he was talking. And I was looking, I was all in his mouth, right? I was infatuated with this Blacky Moe, and he's sitting on the step, and these dudes talking to him about whatever the beef was. He say, hey, y'all little boys, get out of my mouth, go stand over there. So we had to go over some, but I kept looking. I'm looking, right? So now in 91, when I broke out of juvenile jail, I had spray painted my name all over the wall in the project. So he called home and he found out what I did. He was like, man, what's that? I hear you spray painting your name all over my wall. I said, man, it's my project now. So he's like, no, that's my, we playing back and forth. So I was like, when you come on, we're gonna fight. We just clown around. So he was like, man, send me something. Like, all right. I said, man, I don't got that much on me. I said, I can send you $20. He was like, all right, send that. So I was happy that I had sent a stepper $20 in jail, basically, because like I said, I had just broke out of juvenile jail, so I'm out here trying to survive and make it. So when they made Stick release me in 92, all my childhood friends in jail at this time. So I'm thinking I'm at the rob, I said, hey man, I need a gun. I got it from there, just give me a gun, I'm gonna take care of my own business. So he was like, he said, man, be cool. He said, believe it or not, he said, man, I ain't robbed none since I've been home. So I'm like, what? So he had hooked up with this big drug dealer across the river. I don't want to say his name now because he's writing a book and he got some stuff he doing, but he took the hit for him, and from there he started giving him what we call quarters, like y'all might call them 7 grams. We call them like, man, you got quarters? Yeah, I got quarters, what I'm saying? So most stars, and I was like, all right, so that's when he had just went and bought this Taurus station wagon. And he didn't really know how to drive. He would drive, how you turn the corner and you let the wheels slide back. That man turn the corner and then turn the steering wheel. I said, man, don't. See, I knew how to drive because I used to steal cars before I went to juvenile jail. So I knew. So he was like, well, man, you drive. Like, cool. So we was being this all-white Taurus station wagon. No tape player. It had just a radio. His favorite 2 songs was that All I Want to Do, Want to Zoom, Zoom, Zoom in the Boom, Rex and Effects or something. That Shake Your Rump, that, and that Mary J. Blige, that 411 or something like that. But Eric Maurice, don't get it twisted, he was that guy, but Blacky Moe was that guy, man. You know what I'm saying? So they both, you know, and they cousins, but they both ran neck and neck, but I got a chance to run with both of them at a young age, you know?
Yeah, so you got a chance to run with both of them hood legends then.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
How old was you? How old was you when you witnessed him crush somebody? You said you was fresh out of juvenile. How old was you?
I was 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was 15.
Was that your first time seeing something like that, or
no? Because
that was just normal?
No, because at 11 I already had to put in work.
Yeah.
But just to see somebody else, see how me and you talking now. So we talking. And then all of a sudden you just hit me, boom. You know, it's going, you like, whoa. Because you know, at a young age, you thinking, man, I thought them dudes they just were laughing and playing, clowning around, and he just, boom, I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of shocked me, you know what I'm saying? But it was, you know, it happened in the project, so it's like a normal day in the project. But it was like, it was an actual murder. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, man, you know. But it let me know too that, man, it's going down back here. Because I wasn't out the Magnolia project. See, I used to live in the neighborhoods, but I used to hang back there sometime, right? So now that I'm on escape from juvenile, I am actually living. Let me tell you what's crazy, right? I used to claim the Magnolia project in juvenile, because in juvenile it's like, if you're not out of project, you like, they kind of look at you like soft a little bit, so, you know, back then. So I used to claim the Magnolia project. So it happened while I'm doing my juvenile time, my mother actually moved to the Magnolia project. So I'm like, oh, I got an address now, because I had a homeboy, Dougaloo. He used to tell the people, oh, you at the project? Oh, yeah? Well, what's your address? So that's how I used to bust a lot of people if they claim they're out of project, but they don't have an address. So that's how I used to get people, right? So I was one of my homie named Chill Will, his auntie lived in the project, so I used to use her address. But once my mother moved back there, but then again, it was too late, because when my mother had to move, I done broke out of juvenile jail. But because I still use that address, and I didn't want to switch up, that they were going to try to catch on to me, you know? So, but by that time, I done broke out of juvenile jail. And bro, the crazy part about it, I never went back to juvenile. I had juvenile life. I was supposed to get, this was in 91. We got arrested in 90. So I was supposed to get out maybe 96 somewhere, 1996. But I wound up breaking out in 91. We went in 90, March of 90 we went. I broke out in September 91. Then I called a murder and an attempt murder. And what happens is, if you're a juvenile and you break out of juvenile or you go AWOL, because they just give us furloughs back then if you stayed out of trouble. What happens is, once you turn 18 years old and you commit a felony and you go to adult jail, you get probation or parole, whatever you do, they don't want you back on juvenile compound now, because now you consider an adult. So that's what happened in my case. I had called a murder, attempt murder. I beat the murder and the armed robbery, and I wound up pleading guilty to the attempt murder. And they dropped down the aggravated battery. So I took the 5 years probation. But they still brought me over to the juvenile jail. That next morning, when the guy got ready to bring everybody up to juvenile prison, he called my name. I was like, what's up? He said, man, today your lucky day. What's that? He said, you getting released. But I knew they were going to release me, but I just thought they were going to send me through the process of bringing me back to juvenile jail and running, because now I'm considered an adult, even though I'm not. But I got this adult conviction right now, so y'all can beat it. Like I said at the time, this was in 93 now. So technically speaking, I still had 3 more years to do for the juvenile, but I hadn't caught that adult conviction, that adult probation. That was wiped away. And man, ever since then, bro, from 93, I had went to jail every year after that. The longest I've been home from when I went to juvenile jail, the longest I've been home on the street was from April of 96 to March of 98, a year and 11 months. And that's when I went to the Fed and got life sentence.